sister, Action Jacqueline. Hello and good evening. Thank you for joining me tonight. Well, this is unusual. How's everybody doing, guys? It's been a while. I know it's been like 2 weeks since I have gone live with you guys. I don't know if you guys saw my last short that I just uploaded, the reel. I just came back from Thailand and I had a really fantastic time. During that time, I was so busy I couldn't even record like I wanted to. So that was weird. Like I really brought all my equipment because I intend to record and document things, but like we were just on like Thailand, y'all. If you love partying, if you love the party scene, if you love food, if you love to shop, Thailand is where you need to go. If you need to carve out one vacation for yourself, let Thailand be the one because it is everything, y'all. It really is. But I couldn't record like I wanted to, so I wasn't able to do the Ball Girl news. And there is information that I did pick up while I was out that I wanted to come back and talk to you guys about. I didn't want to talk to you about it on a Saturday night because it's not the best news in the world. And on Saturday night, I like to reserve that for fun conversation. But I'm going to try to make it fun anyway because it is important. So I'm going to talk about it, about the Ball Girl news. Thank you guys for joining me, by the way. I'm Action Jacqueline, your big ball-headed sister. And I'm hosting tonight the Ball Girl news and the Ball Girls gossip room, okay? So what we do here is we just talk about fun stuff relevant to the Ball Girl community, Ball Boys, anybody is part of this life because we are different people. I like to say that I'm from planet Alopecia. I'm not like everybody else. People like us, we are completely different than y'all. So for that reason, I don't hold myself to the same standards that y'all hold yourselves to. I walk to a beat of my own drum. Things are really different over here on planet Alopecia. And if you have alopecia, you probably already know that. So join me so that we could have this little tea time together and we could just talk about Ball Girl stuff, discuss the news. Usually the news is fun, but today the news is not that fun. I just want to get it out the way really quickly so that we can go on to other topics. Okay, guys? So how's everybody doing tonight, by the way? Again, I'm Action Jacqueline. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to go ahead and try to find you guys here. Hang on. I read somewhere that if I go into my TikTok and press a button, then I'll be able to see activity live and in person, but for some reason I can't see it. Hang on. Oh my God, what did I do here? Oh God. Oh my God, I just completely messed everything up. I clicked the wrong button. All right, so that's not going to work. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and read today's news topic, which is not the best news in the world. But we're going to get through it. We're going to get through it, okay? It was from I think it was the American Journal of Medicine. Hang on, let me make sure I get that right. The American Journal of Managed Care. I read that women like us, people like us, not just women, by the way, people with alopecia are linked with increased cardiovascular disease risk. Okay, so don't run off. Don't run. I know this sounds boring, but this is important stuff, y'all. There's gonna come a time in your bald-headed life where you start enjoying your life. And in that time, you're going to realize you want to live long. So it's important to have this discussion about health. I remember when I was young and I didn't care about tomorrow. All I wanted to do was get through the day. I remember how difficult that time was. That time will pass, y'all. That time will pass and you will start enjoying your life. Like I just said, I just came back from Thailand. I've been doing a lot of traveling lately, having a great time. I've come to terms with a lot of things with myself. And because of that reason, I'm really enjoying life right now. And one day, if you're not already enjoying life, you are going to, I promise. So look forward to that day. It's coming. But we have to talk about making sure that we stay healthy during that time, healthy in our lifetime so that we can live long lives and enjoy as much of it as possible. Okay. All right. So from the American Journal of Managed Care, we learned on August 21st, 2025, here's the article, just in case y'all don't believe me, that alopecia is linked with increased cardiovascular disease risk. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and read the article. to get a little bit deeper into it. Patients with alopecia areata face an increased risk of developing cardiovascular disease, a new meta-analysis found. The findings add weight to the theory that there is an underappreciated interplay between AA, which is alopecia areata, and cardiovascular disease. The new analysis was published in Frontiers in Immunology. Alopecia areata has already been linked with several comorbidities, including inflammatory and gastrointestinal diseases. Y'all already know, I've talked to you guys about this before. I've always suffered with stomach issues. I don't like talking about my health issues when I discuss my alopecia because I like to stay as lighthearted as possible when I'm talking about my alopecia. But every now and then we do have to talk about the real. We really do have to get into the real stuff. Otherwise, we're not being fair to one another, right? So yes, like I said, included AA has already been linked with several comorbidities, including inflammatory and gastrointestinal diseases. Previous research has suggested that there might be likewise an associated risk between cardiovascular disease and AA. 2021 study showed significant associations between cardiovascular, atherosclerosis, and immune pathways and severity of alopecia tool. It showed that levels of a key atherosclerosis biomarker were higher in patients with more severe AA, like mine. I have the most severe form of alopecia there is, which is alopecia universalis, meaning I have no hair on my body whatsoever. So I guess I fall into the category of those people at the highest risk for cardiovascular disease. So I'm not going to go ahead and read this whole article. It is Saturday night. We really want to have a good time tonight. I would much rather oh my God, my skirt is just riding up, y'all. I would much rather talk about fun stuff. But we do have to talk about this, right? So how's everybody doing? I don't want to make sure that I'm not ignoring anybody in chat. So let me just check that right quick. Ooh, which I don't even know how to do for some reason. Lord have mercy. This is not working for me. All right, so I'm going to try to do this another way. Let me go ahead and try to log on my phone to TikTok. Hang on. So that we could talk about it. So the take home here is we as alopecia princesses and princes, we are at higher risk for developing these sorts of things later on in life. So we have to be very good to ourselves, right? Adria Limo says, hey, Wolf Queen says, hi. How's it going, guys? Thank you for joining me tonight. We're over here talking about people who with alopecia areata, alopecia universalis, and alopecia totalis, and the fact that we've just learned that we are at higher risk of developing cardiovascular disease. This is not a fun conversation, y'all, and it's Saturday night. I don't like having medical, boring conversations like this on Saturday nights. You're supposed to be partying, right? So let's go ahead and just play some fun music just to break that up. Just for a second, okay? My nephew was just playing some really good music. My nephew plays really good songs. So I'm going to go ahead and play the song that he was just listening to because I like it. This is called After Party by Jersey Club. I like the song. I'm doing the dance to celebrate the fact that we just learned that we're at higher risk for cardiovascular disease, which is an insane thing to do, but it's Saturday night, so we're going to have some fun with this. If at all we can. Hang on, let me try to find this TikTok. I want to make sure that I'm not missing anything here on my TikTok. I'm filming on 2 different devices right now, so it's really hard for me to see comments on my TikTok, even though it's easy for me to see my comments on YouTube. So hang on, I'm going to do this. There's got to be another way. I think I'm figuring it out, y'all. So I'm logging into another account, like my ghost account on TikTok, to see if I can see my chat here on this account. That's how I do it. Ooh, I found it. That's me right here. I did it. But it doesn't help me because I can't see. Oh, I messed up. Got it. I can't see anything really. Yeah, that didn't help much. But anyway, y'all. All right. So since we know that we're at increased risk for this thing, what are we going to do about it? How are we going to get ahead of it, right? Because, like I said, even if right now you're living a life that you're not very happy with because you're losing your hair or you can't come to terms with this hair loss of yours, I promise you one day you are going to enjoy life. I promise you. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. If it hasn't for you already, it's going to happen and you're going to want to live long. You're going to want to live longer because you're going to want to plan things 5 years ahead and you're going to want to be alive and well for it. So how are we going to get ahead of that? For me, the thing that really helped me in life to lessen my stress was to stop trying to hold myself to the same standard that other people hold themselves to, or that I think other people hold themselves to, based on what they tell me. Because I noticed that people have a lot of unsolicited advice to give, and I don't typically follow it because it's not for me. I just came back from this trip, y'all, in Thailand, and I went with some people, and they moved at a pace that was way too fast for me, right? So that right there, I realized I can't try to keep up with other people. I need my time. If I'm going swimming, I need time to put my wig on and to glue it down, and that takes time. I need time to put my eyelashes on in the morning. Like, I cannot move at these fast paces that these people do. I can't stay up all night. My wig starts to itch me. I'm wearing the wig. No one's going to tell me not to wear the wig. I don't need anybody giving me unsolicited advice. And I don't think you guys should get into taking unsolicited advice because it's not for you. If somebody is not walking in your shoes, they really can't advise you. Not in the way that you need to live your lives. I mean, I get it. If you're looking for a mentor in a certain like job or something like that, that's different. But in your everyday activities, trying to live like other people will stress you out. I stopped a long time. I remember, I would think I was probably like 17 years old when I realized that I'm not like everybody else. I cannot be like these people. And trying to be like these people stresses me out. So I completely made the decision to not try to be like them. And by doing that, I lost a lot of friends. Um, I lost a lot of people. A lot of people were just because I noticed that in my community, I'm just going to call it that, my community. In my community, there are like two different types of women. There are the leaders and there are the followers. And the people in between, they get all the flack. Everybody loves the follower because the leader is right in front of them, right? So the leader's going to protect the follower. But that person in the middle who's doing their own thing, they're always going to get distressed. People are always going to look at them funny. They're always going to talk about them nasty. They always got the worst things to say about the person who's walking to the beat of their own drum. And because of that, I catch it a lot, but that's okay because I'm actually comfortable in the decisions that I make. Be comfortable in the decisions you make. You know, I wear my wig every single day and it doesn't matter what people tell me because I promise you, I was on vacation, not this past vacation before, but I was on a different vacation about a year ago. And while I was there, it was really hot. Like this resort that I was staying at was unbelievably hot, right? So some of the people who I went with, this group of people, they all know that I have alopecia. I'm very open about the fact that I have alopecia, even though I wear my wig every day. Everybody knows it. Like they have access to my social media. Everybody knows it, right? So while I'm there with my husband. And you can't imagine how many of the women, especially, were busy telling me the whole time, oh, girl, if you have, just take your wig off. Like, first of all, who told you I wanted to take the wig off? Who told you that? And why would you instruct me to do something so drastic in the middle of my vacation? Why would you do that? Like, right off, I just know there's just hate coming from every direction. People, if it's not hate, it's entertainment. Do y'all know what? Have y'all ever felt like you are someone else's entertainment? That's how I feel sometimes as a woman who has alopecia. Like people want to sit there and watch me as though they're I'm their entertainment. These people were literally these women. No, I'm with my husband. Let me ask you a question. If you're married, let me ask you this. If you're married and you decide you're gonna, I don't know, cut your hair short, right? You always wear it long. One day you just decide you're gonna just give it a buzz shave, right? Do you discuss that with your husband? Or do you just do that willy-nilly without asking them? Like, because why would somebody tell me to just yank my wig off in the middle of a vacation with my husband? They don't even ask my husband if it's okay. Oh, do you mind if your wife takes her wig off? No, 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 no. And who even told them that I wanted to take the wig off? You see what I'm saying? Like this kind of advice that people give you, it's real backwards, it's real sideways. I don't know where it comes from, but don't listen to it, because these people have your mind spinning, because you'll start wondering, if you're not careful, why you're not taking the wig off. And you'll be questioning your own decisions. Don't worry about what these people have to say. These people cannot advise you. They can't. They're not from the same planet. They're not from the same planet as we are. We are from planet Alopecia, and things are different here. Somebody, on a few times I've been on this here internet, and people have asked me if I'm an alien. And you know what? I've decided I am. And I'm fine with that. I'm a beautiful alien from alopecia. Okay. So yes, don't try to follow what these people have to say. They're mean. They're mean. I don't know what it is. People are mean as F, right? So don't try to take advice from them. If you notice that if you notice that people are saying things to you that are making you question your own decisions, the way that you move, though, it's probably hate. It's probably hate, because no one should come at you in that way, even if it's in good intention. You know what I'm saying? Even if they're advising you well. Like, I think I was in a social media post the other day, and I was talking about the fact that I'm a stay-at-home wife. And this girl felt it was absolutely necessary to advise me that I better fix that about myself, that if my husband cheats on me, I'm in trouble. So I better watch my ass. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, even if she wanted to advise me, her very tone, the way that she came at me, I just knew that was hate, because that's just not how love comes out. You know what I'm saying? Telling me, oh, just take your wig off. You can't imagine. There was like a group of girls. They were like, girl, you're hot, just take your wig off. It was as though they were trying to dare me so that I could be the clown of the town in front of them. Like, I'm like, bitch, why don't you go shave your hair? Why don't you just go shave your head? If you want to see some interesting shit happen, shave your own head off, and let's see how this plays out in this here resort that we're at. Let's see how that works out. Because everyone wants to see the girl from Planet Alopecia take her wig off, right? If you want to see me take my wig off, just go to my social media. That's where we can talk about it. Otherwise, I just don't even know what this is. Yeah, so I was saying, how are we going to get in front of this new idea that we just found out, that we are at higher risk as people from Planet Alopecia of getting cardiovascular disease. We're going to eat well, right? We're going to eat well. We're going to exercise, and we're going to keep our stress low. I feel like keeping the stress low is the most important thing. Right after that is your diet and what you put inside your body. So just be real careful not to drink too much. I really do like to drink. I'm not going to lie. I love drinking, but after reading that and just recently learning that I have high cholesterol, which I know has nothing to do with alcohol, it's just occurring to me now that, I am fragile, and that we can't just be living all crazy and doing whatever. Big Boom says, hey, Big Boom. That's my bestie on the line, y'all. I miss you, Big Boom. I wish you were here. So yeah. So we're going to keep stress low. We're going to eat healthy. We're going to exercise. We're going to get in front of this. TT, did you hear the news report that, here, I'm going to read it again for y'all. Alopecia is linked with increased cardiovascular disease risk. And I got this from the American Journal of Managed Care. So it is a credible source. So we're here discussing how we're going to get in front of it so that we get to live long and healthy lives. Because even though a lot of us are currently suffering with this hair loss thing, and it's the only thing we can see in this world, we're going to get past it, and life is going to be good again, and we're going to want to live long. Trust me, your time is coming if it's not already here. Yes, my best friend says she misses me too. Here, I'm drinking beet juice, y'all. So how's everybody else doing tonight? I'm not spending too much time here tonight. I want to get some good sleep. I just wanted to get my feet wet, because after I came back from Thailand, I haven't logged on, and I kind of get stale when I'm gone for too long. Somebody just said King Charles II of England was reestablished as monarchy. Thank you for letting me know that, 33. I appreciate that tidbit of information. Thank you very much. Make sure I'm not missing anything here. Y'all, if you are commenting on my TikTok, please know that I'm not ignoring you intentionally. I just don't know how to see messages here. All I see are just instances of people joining and then leaving. That's all I see. And I heard there's a way so that you could change that, but I don't see that option here. I really don't. So unfortunately, that's all I got. Yeah, so if you want to know, okay, so while I was away, I did purchase a few things, right? Let me show you this new bag that I just got. So, ooh, I bought 2 new purses. Y'all, Thailand is a great place to shop. Thank you, Verdi3. Verdi says, thanks for reading and have a great day. You have a great day too, love. Thank you. Thank you for leaving that information for me. I'm going to read it again because I'm trying to understand it, actually. He says, King Charles II. Maybe there's like a message in here. So, Big Boom says, someone help her. Someone help who? What are you talking about? Somebody help me? Yeah, I'm not going to be on, like I said, I'm not going to be on long. I just wanted to get my feet wet again. So by the time you see me again, probably tomorrow or the next day, I'll be my old self again, and I'll be able to report the Bald Girl News and host the Bald Girls Gossip Room. It'll be fun again. For now, I just wanted to talk about that, talk about why we need to be really, really good to ourselves and stop trying to hold ourselves to the same standards that other people do, because we're different. We are different. Big Boom, can you tell them how different I am? I am certainly not like other people, and I have accepted it. And I'm not trying to be like y'all. I can't. I've tried it. I can't. It's like I'm incapable of being like people who are from Earth. I can only be a planet alopecia. And I no longer stress myself out trying to be anything but that. Big Boom says yes. I can't. And I recommend that if you're also from planet alopecia, stop trying to be like humans because we are not like them. I don't even know how to say that without laughing, but I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed this little video and that you take some time to think about how you're going to get in front of this possible cardiovascular disease that maybe possibly we are more likely to get as people from planet alopecia. It is scary. Yeah, I want to get in front of it because my life recently became very, very good, and I want it to last much, much longer. So, Big Boom says she's definitely different. You're different too, though, Big Boom, and you're not from planet alopecia. I have something in my teeth. Sorry, y'all. Big Boom says, one thing I will never do again is comment on how much you spend on what wigs. I haven't spent money, y'all. I haven't bought a new wig in such a long time. I've been wearing this wig for so long. It's kind of embarrassing. Not this same wig, but the same style, I should say. I get a new one every month, and I really want to change it. But ever since the face of America changed, and we can no longer like go into a store and really try on a good wig, I've been afraid to pull the trigger. Because y'all, I don't know if you've seen the other videos where I talk about this, but in my lifetime, I probably spent over $20,000 on wigs. And I no longer want to do that. I don't want to do that. I'm not wasting money on wigs that are there for trial and error. You guys don't know how badly I want to try a braided wig. But the last time I tried a braided wig, it was so bad. It was so bad. I'm jaded from it. I never want to try it again. But now I know they're making much better ones, but where do you go to try that on? The only way you can have one is if you order it from, I don't know, someplace where it takes 10 to 15 business days to get here. And the whole time you're so excited about receiving this wig. And then when you get it, it's a piece of shit. Hopefully it's not. I don't know, but it just seems to be a theme in my life. Like if I order something that I'm not accustomed to, that I'm blind buying, 7 times out of 10, I'm going to hate it. You know what I'm saying? And once you buy it, it's like, you're probably going to keep it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I do know you can return it, but it's very likely you're going to keep it. You're going to just waste the money. I can't explain it, but you guys probably know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so Big Boom, one time she made fun of me because I spent like $6,000 on a wig once. And she just could not believe it. And I think somebody in the comments went and on her because that person also had alopecia. So they knew what it was to have to spend that kind of money, which is very stressful. Right now I have my back is itching. I need my back scratcher. Sorry, y'all. You just don't. Being a bald person is hard. Being a bald person is hard, y'all. It's not easy. That's another reason why I don't try to hold myself to the same standards y'all hold yourselves to. You have your own set of problems. I got my own set of problems. Don't tell me what to do, and I won't tell you what to do. How about that? Can we just leave it at that? Yeah, but yeah, I really would like to try one of these twists, especially the twists. They're so pretty. Like if I had some hair, I would definitely have some of those long twists. But in wig form, they don't always play out right. So I'm not real sure if I want to try that unless I could go to some store. And there's just no store like that around here, especially selling the wigs in the colors that I wear. Like, because I can't wear black hair anymore, and most of the wigs come in like off black or natural black colors. And I can't pull that up anymore. When I wear black hair, I just look older. So that's another thing. If you get to live a certain age, like I have, then you got to be careful about looking too old, right? So, yeah, I can't wear dark hair because it just makes me look immediately older. Blonde hair. This might be a little bit too blonde for me, and I want to change that as well. But it's like I said, where am I going to go to try these damn wigs on? Could somebody help me with that? Could somebody help me? And I don't wear human hair wigs anymore either because they drive me crazy. There's a whole lot of stuff. Everybody got advice to give me, but I gotta walk by the beat of my own drum. Like flying 23 hours in your wig. Yes, Big Boom, I flew 23 hours in my wig. And I absolutely did have it pushed up all the way in the back like this. While I was sleeping. I was sleeping like this on the plane because it was just so hot. It wasn't even hot. It was just uncomfortable. It comes a time where the elastic and the inside of the wig just gets really, really uncomfortable. So yeah, that was hard, but it was worth it. That trip was fantastic. The trip was fantastic. Are you at work, Big Boom? Is that where you're at? Okay, guys, I am going to cut out. I feel myself getting real silly, and it's because I'm very tired. So when I start getting too silly, I start saying things that I shouldn't say. So I'm going to just log off. But thank you so much for joining me. And make sure that you're subscribed and make sure that you're following so that the next time when I come on, when I am in my right frame of mind, I can give you all the bald girl news and bald girl gossip. All right, guys. Thanks so much. I love you very much. And Big Boom, we'll talk later. I love you. Peace.